Hi, my name is Franklin Jones, and my dream is to work for the National Football League and to one day be a general manager. I've always been enamored with sports ever since I was young. It has always been a part of me, and so it seemed only natural that I would pursue it as a career. I knew it would take a lot of work and time. I also know that there are only 32 available positions in the world. But if you're going to dream, you might as well dream big. Reading strategies for finding your life's task made me reflect on my dream and the path that I chose. The five strategies made me think about why I chose this career and if it's the right one for me. When looking at Return to Your Origins, the primal inclination strategy, I could see similarities between the lives of these historical figures and myself. I have a passion that is more than just a hobby or an interest. It is a love of sports that has become almost religious. Growing up, I was fascinated with two things: sports and trying to figure out how things work. I love taking things apart and putting them back together in different ways. I have found a way to merge those two things, using my love and knowledge of sports to dissect a team and rebuild it to make it into a better version of itself. It is truly my life's task. Once I realized that this was my life's tasks, I began looking for my niche. To be successful, everyone should have one. Something that helps you stand out in your field. I have not found mine yet, like VS or Macondra, but I am looking at ways to expand my knowledge in other subjects and skills and will benefit me in the career that I've chosen. That is one reason why I've received my bachelor's, why I received my bachelor's degree. I want to coach football and basketball. I want to be a GM, but coach is another important position. But if I understand it better, then I can hire the best possible coach in the future. Finding my niche is just as important as making sure I'm avoiding the false path. Making sure that I'm not that making sure that I'm making the right choices for me and not any outside reason is a lesson I had to learn. I wanted to be a radio host for a sports network and then maybe one day move on to television. But the more I did it, the more I realized that while I liked it, I wasn't in love with it. Um, I realized that the main reason I started to pursue radio was because someone had told me that it was unrealistic and I should aim for something more attainable. I let that advice pull me away from my life's task. Once I realized that, I put myself back on track. The important part of getting back on track was letting go of my past. Learning not to dwell on mistakes I have made or even plans that I had made for myself. Things change, and I've been learning to deal with that change over the years. A few years ago, I dropped out of college when I was 18. I was studying sports medicine, but I really had no idea what I wanted to do. I used to beat myself up for dropping out, but now I have focus, a degree, and a new life task. Letting go is one of the best lessons I've ever learned. It allowed me to move forward and find my way back to my path. I was supposed to go on. I was so far off my course at one point in my life, I dropped out of school and worked uh, multiple jobs at a time to live while I tried to figure out what I was doing. Once I stopped killing myself trying to sustain that lifestyle, I got back to what I was meant to do. That road, the road back has been challenging to say the least. I literally traveled the world to get where I am now, and I don't plan on looking back. After reading about strategies for finding your life tasks, I've thought of a couple of SMART goals to help jumpstart that journey. The first is to upgrade my social media profile, and the second is to give a blog makeover. I give my blog a makeover and to be more active on it. Um, Thank you. Have a nice day.